There's a science to building energy efficient homes that are certified by Focus on Energy. Building science professionals working with home builders and their general contractors ensure your new high quality home is not only energy efficient, but safe, comfortable, durable, and within your budget. We call them Building Performance Consultants, or BPC for short.
Hi, I'm Seth Romy. I'm a building performance consultant, partner with Focus on Energy. As a BPC, I'm highly trained, building science, and accredited through the Residential Energy Services Network.
Known as ResNet, it's not easy to receive that accreditation.
I went through this training years ago. It takes a lot of persistence, dedication to get through the long hours of the classwork, the exams, the probationary reviews.
Students start with 2 weeks of day-long building sciences training, followed by 5 supervised and graded energy ratings. It's not uncommon for students to drop out or fail the first time going through the exam.
Being a building performance consultant isn't something where it took an afternoon online class and became someone who's an expert in building science. Didn't just spend a little bit of money on testing equipment to be able to, again, say that I'm now a certified building performance consultant.
When a new homeowner works with a BPC, they have an energy expert as their guide the moment the plans are completed.
So once we have the based-on plans completed and the home is fully modeled within the REMRate software, we can run different simulations for it, which provides value to both the homeowner and the builder.
Before any construction, the homebuyer and the BPC use a modeling software.
I've got to do everything as far as the ceiling heights, the lineal feet of the wall.
That crunches all the numbers.
You got to do your brush up on your high school math skills to be able to do your vaults and the volume and the trigonometry of all of that, because you got to include all that as heated and cooled space and how that affects the final number.
Showing just how energy efficient their home can be based on many different factors.
So the idea behind this is that if the builder's considering a different insulation in the walls or a different type of water heater or furnace or foundation wall insulation, we can now model those changes that are exactly specific to this home because I modeled it on its lot. An example here would be a home that was originally going to try to do very little to no foundation wall insulation on the outside of the basement walls. And the homeowner had a specific question about going to 2 inches of rigid foam insulation on the foundation walls. So what I was able to do is take their exact model, again, all their windows, everything specific, and I added in going up to an R10 or 2 inches, and then I could compare those two in 2 different columns. So looking at this foundation wall, I quickly could tell, okay, here's how it affects the actual heating needs of the home. And you look at that one change, everything else stayed the same, but we changed that basement wall insulation on the outside, and we can see it saved about 20% on heating bills, or $386 for this exact home. And that gives the information to the builder, the homeowner, make an informed decision on, and we can do that across the board, whether it's looking at appliance changes, you could do water heaters.
So generally when I come in, I'm coming in either the front door, garage door, and I'm starting in one direction, and I'm just doing a perimeter of the house.
The Focus on Energy New Homes Program Standards requires 2 on-site visits.
I like to do the framing because you can fix some stuff before installation. I'm looking at these corners and making sure, they're not burying any framing in any corners. The home's going to be more airtight because we reduced that leak point. And it's going to be a happier homeowner. So what we can do is I can go through, I'll take pictures of all these, circle it on the pictures, I'll type up notes right on the picture. Now get all those pictures into one document, send it to the project manager.
But the BPC also identifies issues not related to the Focus on Energy program and lets the builder know.
The goal there would be the builder's addressing this so they don't have to address it later. When this is all sheeted, they have an issue, now it becomes a remodel. Instead of a $7 tube of caulk, it's, $10,000 of monkeying around. They've selected all those products, their furnace and all that's been selected, but we're just trying to hone in the details and prevent callbacks for the builder, which they value, and the builder to be able to give that assurance to a homeowner like, hey, we got an independent person involved.
The second site visit is the moment of truth before the homeowners move in.
On the second and final site visit, what we're really doing now is making sure everything we modeled in the report up front actually happened.
All the testing and verification now determines if the home receives energy efficiency certification from Focus on Energy.
We'll verify the dimensions of the home, make sure that the home was built per the plan. I'm documenting all of the different mechanicals, appliances, getting model numbers so I can look up those efficiency ratings. If there's window stickers, looking at the efficiencies of those, getting photo proof. I'm also then checking the ventilation of all the bath fans, making sure those flow well and performing as they should so they can remove moisture from an otherwise airtight home. I'm doing a blower door test, which will put a home on a negative pressure to understand the final missing variable of the home, which is the total home leakage or air infiltration. Use infrared camera to figure out where's that extra leakage coming from. And then lastly, depending on the home, some homes will need a duct leakage test. If there's some ducts in the attic, we don't want those leaking up there. So we can use the blower door and a few other fans to understand what the total duct leakage is.
Using that data, the BPC will update the energy model and submit for Focus on Energy new home certification.
The experience you get over the years and the site visits and the different plans you see and the conversations you have with different builders provides that value to the homeowners and builders to help them further be educated on the building science side and building those more comfortable, efficient, durable homes.